Hi, Aries. This is Just with your September 1st to the 15th reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Aries, your theme looks very clear to me to be matters of the heart. And it's not just speaking of love, okay? But it seems some Aries are really contending with issues as it relates to the heart, the feelings, what matters most to you at this time for some of you. It looks like there's aspects here as it relates to family. There could be some conflicts here, okay? And you're trying to, for some of you, if you can relate to this as it relates to your family, there may be some issues with trying to communicate with other people, trying to get them to see things your way. And I feel like some of you are the most logical person in the group, okay? And it looks like there could be a lot of issues trying to get people to kind of come together. Okay. The matters of the heart, you could have some falling out with friends or family, and it's going to take courage. It's going to take some strength for some of you to kind of put your pride aside and give in. So some of you are going to find yourselves giving in just to make peace, just to keep peace. And that again, excuse me, that again can be at the workplace, be with family or friends, and also be in love relationships as well. There's a dynamic here that some of you are thinking, how do you get peace within self? There's inner conflict as it relates to your heart, where it lies, and who exactly you want to give it to ultimately. So there's some wrestling there. Some of you have made that decision, and because the choice has been made and actions put behind it, other people, outside people, aren't too happy about that. And therefore, I do see that some of those people are creating issues for you. Now, again, some of you that can relate to this aspect of the reading, you're trying to approach it in the most logical and practical of ways. Although you yourself are a bit conflicted because perhaps there is still some feelings with the person that you've left behind or the person that you're transitioning with, about to leave behind. And so you're moving forward with a new person, but there can still be something that holds you to that other person. It could be a child. It could be a karmic connection of some sort. It could be time, energy, effort. And it really could be something as simple as the person really hasn't done anything. We have a really great connection. And you may be finding yourselves trying to transition into something that's a little bit more practical so that you don't feel conflicted. Okay. Others of you, I feel you're going to be wrestling with trying to succumb or not succumb to your emotions and your physical feelings, if you know what I mean. Okay. It looks like some of you have friendships with people, but it goes a little deeper than acquaintanceships. You guys get together and then it kind of rolls into something else. And then you take a step back and then you let it cool off a little bit. And then you approach it again, just so it'll stay on that level. You know what I mean? That friendship zone. So it doesn't get too deep. Now, it can create problems. So that's kind of the routine that you take the other person through, or they could be taking you through the same routine as well. And it seems like these 2 weeks, or perhaps throughout the month, for some of you that can relate to this aspect of the reading, may realize that because the reason why you're pulling back, or the reason why you only go this distance, or you're only being taken this far with that person, is because there could perhaps be someone else. Okay. Now, for some of you, that someone else is a new someone else. And it's like something just started and it's going, right? So now that person, if it's happening to you, that person is in this area, this conflicting area of like, how do they transition what you and them have into something different so that they can start this new thing. Others of you will realize that there has always been someone, but they're at a distance. Okay. And some of you may be the person that's involved in a twosome, meaning you and two other people. Okay, so technically a threesome. And you go through, like I said, that wave of one of them you're keeping at bay. Okay. The other person you may have a child with, they may be more of a connection there, a long-standing connection, or you teeter-totter from one person to the other. One you can hang out and have fun with and have a great time. The other person, they require a little bit more dedication. They require a little bit more commitment. And again, the reason why you're able to facilitate that because they could be at a distance. Okay. As far as money is concerned, career, where you want to go in life, I feel like some of you are going to be pulling the dial back just a little bit, trying to, again, get to a level of balance for yourself. Where does your heart lie? What would you like to be doing at this time? Are you fulfilling yourself? Do you need to step out on faith and do something completely different? Because I see you doing it. For some of you that have that in mind, it's going to be a standstill before a move forward. And you may incorporate someone else in your vision, okay? Whether it be partnership or moving forward with someone that can help start the steps in order for you to get where you want to be. I do see some form of offer either coming your way or you presenting an offer to someone in order to get the ball rolling, okay? It looks to me that some of you are going to be dealing with child support issues. And I feel that you even may be a witness to this. So this could be going on with family members where they've had a lot of issues with child support with an outside person. And now you may hear that finally those things are being resolved. There's some type of amicable decision that's being reached there. Or again, a lot of you could be going through that. Or you may be the husband, the stepdad, the boyfriend, the friend of that person, someone you're just now getting to know, that sort of thing. And they're going through that. But it looks like it's going to be coming to an amicable process. So that's good. I do see a lot of irons in the fire as we begin September for some of you, Aries. So it looks like there's going to be a lot going on. And some of you may need to be there for your mom, a woman of sorts. Okay. So this goes out to any Aries that can relate to this. But I do get more female energy, or someone may have to be there for you. Okay. So I do see that seeking or offering some form of assistance or service coming to you or being given out to you. Those of you that's looking for employment for these past couple of weeks coming up, I do see that some of you may have to travel a distance. You may be even thinking about relocating, although you feel a bit conflicted, and it will take courage. Again, there's that word, courage, and coming to terms with having to make some changes in your life, okay? And you may have to separate yourself from those that you love on a temporary basis. I don't see that it's very far for some of you, but it will be at a distance, okay? And after there being perhaps a lull, like you guys in the second week, you may not hear back from a particular job. You may not necessarily think that you're going to get an offer because you just don't hear back from them. At first, when there was a really great response, then you hear back from them. Those that are existing employees or employers, it looks pretty good. It looks like perhaps there may be a rift at the workplace, and so your manager, supervisor may get involved to make sure that everyone is adhering to rules and regulations there. I do see some of you guys, if you are a witness or there's a lot of ruckus around you and employees being very argumentative, I was saying, not being able to be on the same page. Looks like, again, you guys are trying to stay away from the fray and be as practical as possible in the situation. So taking a more mature approach while everyone else kind of goes crazy on the sidelines, you guys are really kind of like standing apart from that and actually standing out because you are taking the more mature approach. So bravo to you, Aries. And I feel like that's going to work really well for you guys. If you find that work seems to be a bit of an issue, there's a lot of drama going on, the best thing you could do for yourself for these past couple of weeks is stay away. Even if it's people that you know, people that you're close to, perhaps you can change up your routine until things kind of die down. That would be the best course of action, I feel, for you guys. And again, if something is pulling you to move forward, and you feel that it will be beneficial for you, do it. I do see someone either coming to visit or you having to go take a trip of sorts is what it looks like. And again, like I said, what seems to be the focus for these past couple of weeks, but I feel it will persist longer, will be matters of the heart on one level or another. Again, just what really matters to you and where your heart lies, your true passion, and what do you feel honestly is going to bring you satisfaction. Okay, reconnecting with those that perhaps there's been a rift, an issue, knowing how to stay away if it persists and you know that it's not going to benefit you, and coming to some type of amicable decision as it relates to judgments, as it relates to services, monies owed, and settlements and agreements. So it looks pretty good for you guys for this next couple of weeks. Really good cards here I see for you guys. I hope that you've had an enjoyable August, and we're looking to be going really well for you guys into the month of September. If you guys would like to share with us how this all resonates with you, please do so in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. You know that, and we all would love to hear from you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one.